Yeah, I mean, last year was obviously a really disappointing year, not just to miss out on Le Mans with 3 minutes to go, but we were plagued by troubles all the way through the season on our side of the garage. It was really, although Le Mans was the one everyone remembers, for us as a whole on our side of the garage was just a terrible year, one to forget. So the positives are that it probably can't get any worse, and we move on from there. So last year's car wasn't a bad car. We had a brand new power unit in place. We went to the 8 megajoule battery as well, and it was all working quite well. The car that obviously should have won Le Mans, don't forget. So the package was there, particularly for that one race in June, but we did have weaknesses, and I feel like those weaknesses have been ironed out into this year. So I feel like as a team we're more confident in the package that we have, and hopefully that allows us to push the competition harder than before. It's a nice stat to know that we're the only driver lineup that stayed the same. I hadn't even given it thought, but yeah, I suppose it's right. Whether it gives us an advantage or not, I don't know. It might do in some situations, but all the drivers we're racing against are all old hand pros anyway, so I guess they're quite used to mixing with other drivers and other cars as well. So I don't think it will give us a massive advantage, but maybe in times where it gets really tough between the 3 drivers and you have got to pull together, maybe in those times we won't stumble perhaps as much as what we would if we were having to also learn a new team player. Yeah, I mean, we'll be running 3 cars, and I've been in teams before that have run 3, even 4 cars at Le Mans, and it doesn't change the way that you approach the race yourself. It doesn't matter whether it's your teammate in the front or another car, like the Porsche, for example. Your mission's always the same when you're behind the wheel. It's to try and catch the leader, get your car into the front, or sort of consolidate the lead and sort of measure yourself against where the P2 guy is if you're leading. So it doesn't really matter who you're up against, but good for a team that we've got sort of 3 goes at it if we've got the fastest car. It's a really nice way to start the season for me, at home. We've done all the hard work during the winter testing, and then you arrive from your own bed. You get a chance to go to your home track at Silverstone and race and drive in front of the fans, the local fans. Everyone knows my name there. It's got a very familiar feel, not just from my driving work, but the TV work I do as well. And so yeah, I mean, Silverstone's great, one of the best circuits in the world anyway. I'm just lucky that it's my home track, and to drive a modern day LMP1 car around there is such a buzz, and I can't wait to get going. I think other highlights in the season, clearly the team's home race in Fuji. That's always a great one. The Japanese are so fanatical. We're always really welcome there, and it's got a special feeling. Le Mans, of course, is Le Mans. Everyone knows it. It's the standalone event in the calendar. But one race that I'm looking forward to this year is Mexico. I didn't get to drive there last year after a testing crash that injured me. I had damaged ribs last year. I couldn't race, so I did a few exploratory laps, but I got a feel for the track, but I didn't really learn it in detail. And so the chance to go back there this year is good, and yeah, I look forward to that race.